Good morning to all. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to solve the NPTEL Introduction to Machine Learning, Week 7, Assignment 7 questions, which last date is 12 March 2025. Now, we will going to start the Week 7, Assignment 7, Introduction to Machine Learning. You can see, you can find near about 10 questions and you will try to attempt 10 questions one by one. Let's start the first question here. The first question is asking about which of the following statements regarding the evaluation of machine learning model is true? Four options are given. We may choose the options number 3, the train and validation data set. Not the option number D, the train and validation data sets must accurately represent the real distribution of data. Okay, one option D. We choose one option D. See, why choose that option? Because for a machine learning model to generalize well, the training and validation dataset must be accurately represent the real distribution of data. The other options are, you may say, incorrect options, because a model with lower training loss or higher training accuracy does not necessarily perform better on the validation set, or overfitting can occur. Another is the train and validation dataset should ideally be drawn from the same distributions. So we choose one option D. One option D would be the right answer. Moving to the question number 2. Suppose we have classification dataset comprising of two classes, that is class A and B, with 240 sample respectively. Suppose we use stratified sampling to split data into the train and test data. Which of the following train and test split would be appropriate? Okay, which is appropriate? We may choose the appropriate option is 2 option C. Okay, that is 2 option C. Why we choose 2 option C? Because what happened in this problem, the total samples, suppose A equal to 200, B equal to how much? 40. The total is 240. Okay. Stratified sampling ensure the class proportions are preserved in both train and test sets. The original class ratio is A is to B, that is 200 is to 40. That is how much? 5 is to 1. Okay. 5 is to 1. So, what in option A? In option A, train is 60 samples. Okay. Test is 100 samples. Ratio in the train is 50 is to 10. That is 5 is to 1. Test is 150 is to 30. That is 5 is to 1. So total is A 50 plus 150. That is 200. And B is how much? 10 plus 30 equal to 40. Correct counts and ratios. Okay. What happened in case B? Train is 80 samples. Test is 160 samples. Ratio in the train is 50 is to 30, nearly about to 1.67 is to 1. Test is 150 is to 10. That is 15 is to 1. Ratio do not matches. Okay, ratio do not matches. That is 5 is to 1. But B total is how much? 30 plus 10 equal to 40. But the proportion are off. What happened in case of C? That is 180 samples. Okay, 180 samples. Test is 60 samples. Ratio in the 150 is to 30. That is equal to 5 is to 1. And test is 5 is to 1. So total is 200. B is 40. Correct count of the ratios. But what happens in T? Train is 160 samples. Test is 80 samples. Ratio is 150 is to 10. 15 is to 1. And test is 50 is to 30. So 1.67 is to 1. Ratio do not matches 5 is to 1. Only option C maintain 5 is to 1 ratio in both sets and sum of the correct totals. Okay, so we choose options C. 2 option C. Moving to the question number 3. Suppose we are performing cross validation on a multi-class classification dataset with n data points. Which of the following statements are the correct statements? We choose option B, option C, and option D. Okay, as the correct statements we choose because B, C, and D. We choose B, C, and D. What about option A? A is a false statement we choose because in k-fold cross validation, we train K model, not K minus 1. Each model is trained on K minus 1 folds and tested on a different fold, not the same test. B option is true. In k-fold cross validation, we train K models, each evaluated on a different test fold, that is 1 by K on the data, while remaining K minus 1 by K is used for training data. Option C is also true for classification taxes. Stratified k-fold cross validation is preferred, ensuring each fold preserves the class proportion of the original dataset. Option D also true because in LucyV we train n models, one for each data points using n minus 1 points for training and leaving one out of testing. So the correct options we may choose B, C, and D. Then question number 4, asking about question number 4 to 7. This is 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. For a binary classification problem, we train classifiers and evaluate them to obtain the confusion matrix in the following format: actual B positive, actual negative, predictive positive, predictive negatives. Okay, asking about for matrix as given, which of the following classifiers should be chosen to maximize the recall? Which of the following classifier to choose maximize the recall? We choose option B, option B option. We choose option B. Let us discuss one by one. Let us discuss one by one. To maximize the recall, we need to select the classifier with the highest recall value. Recall is calculated by, recall is, we know, true positive by true positive plus false negative. So now let's calculate the recall for all confusion matrix. Okay. The first is true positive. True positive how much? 4. False negative is 6. So what is the recall value by putting this formula? 4 by 4 plus 6. So 4 by 4 plus 6 means 4 by 10, that is equal to 0.4. Okay, 0.4, which is not true. Second is in second matrix, true positive is 8, false negative is 2. So recall value 8 by 8 plus 2, that is 8 by 10. You know 8 by 10 equal to 0.8, which is true. That's why we choose true, means second options. Okay, 0.8. What about the other three cases? Other three cases, these two can be, the third matrix is calculated. True positive is 5, false negative is 5. 5 by 5 plus 5, that is equal to 5 by 10, equal to 0.5. But in case of fourth matrix, true positive is 7, false negative is 3. 7 by 7 plus 3, that equals 0.7. Okay. So the classifier with the highest recall is record second option, that is 0.8. So the confusion matrix with true positive 8 and false negative 2, that is equal to 0.8, which we can consider this one. Okay. Now moving to the question number 5. Moving to the question number 5. For confusion matrix described in question 4, which of the following classifiers should be chosen to minimize the false positive rate? To minimize the false positive rate. To minimize the false positive rate, we can choose this matrix. Okay. Option C, 5 options C. We choose 5 option C. That is, the false positive rate is calculated, that is false positive by false positive plus 2 negative. Classifier C has the lowest number of false positive, that is 1, resulting the lowest false positive rate. Okay, false positive rate. So option C, the lowest false positive rate. Question number 5, option C. Now, moving to the question number 6. For the confusion matrices described in question 4, which of the following classifiers should be chosen? Maximize the precision. Maximize the precision. We choose these options. We choose 6 option D options, because you can see question number 6, you choose option D. Okay. You know precision is true positive by true positive plus false negative. So using question number 5, in case of what happened in this matrix, what happened in this matrix, TP equal to 4, TP means true positive, F means false positive. TP equal to 4, F equal to 6, precision equal to 4 by 4 plus 6, that equal to 4 by 10 equal to 0.4. Second is TP equal to 8, F equal to 2, precision equal to 8 by 8 plus 2, that is equal to 8 by 10 equal to 0.8. What in third option, TP equal to 1, F equal to 9, precision will be 1 by 1 plus 9, that's equal to 1 by 10, 0.1. The last option, TP equal to 10, F equal to 0, precision equal to 10 by 10 plus 0 equal to 1.0. So D has the highest precision 1 by 0. That's why we choose option D. 6, option D. Okay. Now moving to the question number 7. Moving to the question number 7. For the confusion matrices described in question number 4, which of the following classifiers should be chosen to maximize for F1 score? To maximize for F1 score, we choose 7 option D. 7 option D. Just a minute. 7 option D. Why you choose 7 option D? Question is asking about the following classifiers should be chosen to maximize the F1 score. The F1 score is a harmonic mean of precision and recalls. Classifier D has the highest precision and recall, resulting in the highest of F1 score. Okay. So 7 option D. Now moving to the question number 8. Which of the following statements regarding the boosting is are correct? Which of the following statements regarding the boosting are the correct? We choose boosting is an example of an assembled methods. Boosting may assign unequal weights to the predictions of all the weak classifiers. And the individual classifiers in boosting cannot be trained parallelly. A, C, and E. A, C, E. A, C, and E. Why choose A, C, and E? See, what A is considered as true because boosting, that is ADA boost, gradient boosting, is an assembled method combining weak learners. B is false because boosting assign unequal weights and based on classifier performance. We said C is true. C is true means boosting weights predictions unequally, that is higher weights to better classifiers. We choose D is false means boosting train classifier sequentially, not parallelly. We choose the last option is E is true, that is sequentially training is a hallmark of a boosting. Okay. So finally we choose A is true, B is C is true, and E is true. 8 option A, C, and E. Moving to the question number 9. Which of the following statements about the bagging is or are correct? Bagging is or are correct. That is option 1. Bagging is an example of assembled methods. Yes. The individual classifiers in badging can be trained in parallel. Yes. Training set are constructed from the original data sets and sampling by with the replacement. Yes. Rested trainings are the constructed from the original data set by sampling without replacement. No, this is a false statement. And bagging increases the variance of the unstable classifier. No. Only we choose 9 option A, B and C. We have given you that why A, B, C we choose. C. Option A means first sentence. First. Bagging is an example of assemble method. Bagging means bootstrap aggregating is an assemble method, that is random forest. Option B is also true because classifiers are trained independently on different bootstrap sampling, allowing parallelizations. Option C is also true because bagging uses sampling with replacement to create diverse training set. Rest two options are false because sampling without replacement is not bagging. It is a different approach. Last option E, bagging reduce variance by averaging predictions, stabilizing and unstable classifiers. So we consider option A, B, C are the appropriate options. Moving to the question number, last question 10. Which of the following statements about the assemble methods is are correct? Asking about correct. Asking about correct. Correct is assemble aggregation methods like bagging aim to reduce the overfitting and variance. Yes, correct statements. Committee machines may consist of different types of classifiers. Correct statements. Weak learners are models that perform slightly worse than random forest. Not correct. Stacking involves training multiple models and stacking their predictions into new training data is also correct statement. A, B, and D. Let's explain with some. A is true, we consider 2 because bagging reduce variance and helps mitigate overfitting by averaging predictions. We consider B also true. Committee machines, that is assembles, can be combined diverse classifiers. We choose C option false option. Why false? Because weak learner performs slightly better than random guessings, that is accuracy greater than 50% in binary classifications. The last option we consider true means stacking trains multiple models, use their predictions as a features and trains a meta models. So except option C, we choose option A is true, option B is true, and option D is the true answer. Now, A, B, D. Now, I'm going to submit the answer. Okay, you see, we successfully. Thank you for taking the week 7 assignment. Your answer has successfully submitted. Once again, we will try to verify our answers. Question number 1, we choose option D. Question number 2, we choose option C. Question number 3, we choose option BCD. Question number 4, we choose option B. Question number 5, we choose option C. Question number 6, we choose option D. Last one. Question number 7, we also choose option D. Question number 8, we choose option A, C and E. Question number 9, we choose option ABC. And the last, we choose A, B and D. Okay. We explain the details, 10 questions. So guys, if you have any comments, any doubts you may put, or if you don't want any type of video regarding the NPTEL, you may comment in my comment box. I will try my best to make that video. So you can share and subscribe my channels. Okay. And if you feel it is informative to you, you can share with your friends. Thank you. Take care of your study hard. Have a great future.